Welcome to day 14 of Stitchmas. So I just want to start this video off by thanking you so much for all the lovely comments about Jack's performance on yesterday's video. We're so super proud of him. Now we were expecting him originally to play We Three Kings, which there were some younger boys playing that, but and we were expecting him to be on stage with other children. We thought, from what we'd gathered from what he was saying, that there'd be other people on stage and then he was doing a little bit of a solo. We didn't realise that he was just going to be getting up there on his own. And before he got up there, I said to my husband, look, his name is up on the screen. Is he getting up on his own? Oh, so he just couldn't believe it. And he didn't have long to practice that song for, because he thought he was playing We Three Kings with these other boys, and then he had that one to do all on his own. So yeah, I think he did extremely well without hardly having any practice time for it, really. So yeah, we just couldn't believe it. So yeah, but thank you so much. I know that I've had a few more comments coming up while I've been doing the rounds this morning, so yeah, I will get back to everybody. But yeah, I'm going to open the advent calendars, and oh, actually, Rowan wanted to know how she heard the music on my mince pie post on Instagram. So I have got the iPad here, so I'll try and show you that. I'll see if it works. And yeah, and I've got my hairbrush here. I did say to you I was going to show you how bad my hairbrush is, and that's it. Look. All those there are the bristles that are missing. Excuse me one moment, just get a tissue. Sorry about that. You know, as soon as I hit that play button, my nose starts running, and you know, I haven't had to wipe my nose all morning. I don't know, maybe it's when I get home. I think I might actually be allergic to pets, which is not good when I've got so many of them, but I think that's what it might be. That's why my nose runs so often. But anyway, yes, that's my hairbrush. But I got my brush from my next door neighbour, and look, so I've got a nice new one now. It's the same sort, but it isn't the same, so hopefully this one will last a bit longer. This I got from Amazon. It says The Beauty Works Professional. So yeah, well, should we open the advent calendars? Now today has been a bit of a surprise. I knew that I'd be dropping my two youngest children off at education, then hitting the supermarket for food and things, and then I knew I was picking up my middle son at 11. So it's always one of those, depending on how quick I am, is whether I'm going to come home and then go back again. It all depends. So as it happens, my husband called while I was in the supermarket to say all the jobs that he was supposed to be doing today he can't do. Either they've gone away last minute, or the different reasons. So he's come home. So I went to the supermarket, dashed home, and then he said, oh, I'm really hungry, I fancy a coffee. So we went through a McDonald's drive-through, and I said I really want to get some ski gloves, because obviously I've wrapped up one glove. Right, I'll get my other glove. This is the glove. Basically, when I did some Christmas shopping, I put my gloves in the bag. I've got things out, and one of the gloves, well, so I think, is wrapped up. But there is a slight risk that it isn't in there and it's gone missing. But I'm convinced the glove is in the bag, because I put them in the bag. But I think because I bought those Secret Santa gifts for the girl at my son's school, I think when I got those out, I think one glove has come out, and I've just thought, oh, my gloves are out, and then the other one's still in there. I said to him, I need to get some gloves. I can't really live without them. So we didn't have all that long before getting my son and his friend. So we nipped into the Mountain Warehouse shop. It's a new shop that's opened up in the old Argos site. Anyway, we went in this massive shop, and you would not believe there was literally a stampede of people around the glove section. And I was like, I just can't believe this happening. Do you know when you're in a rush? So I just kind of reached through, grabbed any pair, took them to the till, and she said, oh, that'll be something or other 99. And I thought, because I'm a bit deaf, I didn't quite hear. And I looked at the the tag and I went, oh, I said, these are $49.99. I said to my husband, and she said, no, they're $34.99. I was like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to pay that. I said, I've had these gloves for years, you know, from Aldi. You know, I don't really want to. I told her I've wrapped my other ones up in a Christmas present. I'm only buying some until my other ones come back. I said, have you got any cheaper ones? So we went over to this other section and I tried some on and they felt a bit small. And I said, you haven't got these in other sizes, have you? Shall I just go out the back to check? Then my husband spotted another pair and I actually quite liked them, and but they were a bit more, because the ones you were looking for were £15, these were like £22. So she went off the back and then we had to go, so I went to the till and I said, I'm really sorry, your colleague's gone out the back looking for gloves for me, and I've decided on these and I've got to go. She said, yeah, don't worry. So I felt really bad, so she'll come back and we'll be gone. Yeah, but anyway, I've ended up, if you have a look at this one, this actually says Mountain Warehouse. Maybe they weren't from Aldi, I don't know. This is obviously my old one. Had them years and years and years and years. And these are my new ones. So look, they look a bit more feminine, don't they? They've got fur on them. So I think they were $22.99. But yeah, obviously I haven't had much experience with them yet. But I still get white finger with these Errands, but you know, it does help prevent it a bit and stops it being as uncomfortable. So yeah, we'll just see how I get on with these. So anyway, I'm going to open advent calendars. So I'm going to start with the backstitch one, which is a sewing one. Oh, the other performances, actually, I didn't tell you. Basically, when we got to the carol service, because it was a carol service and a concert, the teacher said, now, you're very welcome to take photographs during this performance, but please don't share them on social media. And I thought, oh no, my heart sank. But then we had an interval where we had, had mulled wine, non-alcoholic mulled wine, and this lovely, it was kind of like cross between a cake and a brownie. It was it looked like a chocolate rock cake, a small one. I had one of those. And then we went back in and then the head teacher stepped up and he said, you're very welcome to take photos and video as long as you don't share it on social media. And again, my heart sank. I was pleased because I'd be able to show the grandparents the video, but I wouldn't have been able to share it with you. But as it happens, because he was up there on his own, I was able to share it on social media because it's my son, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? There's no other child in it, so it's my choice, isn't it? So that's how I'm taking it anyway. So yeah, but I thought he wasn't going to get to see anything, but I wish I could have recorded some of the other performances, the other children, because it was just fantastic. You know, people playing on violins, trumpet, piano, the snowman walking in the air on piano and things, and a young girl who had composed her own song playing and singing on the ukulele. Honestly, it was incredible. But yeah, and it's a shame I can't, get to. I didn't record the other children, but I've got it in my mind. It was lovely. So I could hear tinkling around. I've got some more bells, and they're a lovely bronze colour. So yeah, I did use bells, didn't I, on something last year, and that I made, those crochet lally layla things, but they're in the loft. I haven't got them down yet, but yeah, I love those. So I don't think Backstitch follow me. I don't know if they're, be aware of me at all, but if Backstitch you are watching, fantastic, another lovely day. So we had bronze thread. The bronze thread was in the other one, wasn't it? So this is coming really useful, actually. This is where it's all going to. Actually, when I wasn't on film yesterday, I went and got some of the things that I'd opened already back out of my craft room because I'd left them on my little ironing board. The ironing board thing that my husband made me ages ago out of an IKEA board on a trolley. I went and got them and put them in there so it keeps them in one place. And I know I've left some things inside this prim calendar that I need to get out. Right, we're going to open Barbie's next. I've got to turn the hot water off. I'm boiling the hot water from a water bottle. Bear with me. sorry about that. I'd boiled a saucepan to do my hot water bottle so I could sit and do this video, be a bit warmer. But then my son said, oh, can I have my lunch? So I've put some chicken dippers in the halogen oven for him. And I thought, I haven't got a lot of time, so best crack on. But yeah, I can maybe take my coat off now. Because that's what, I didn't want to sit here in my coat doing this. But what it is, the heating has gone off while we've been out. And then it's gone back on now just to get a bit of warmth. And the heat, my husband picked up that heater. Well, he was going to put the heater in the garden room, that portable one. But, because we've got heating in there, but it's costing quite a lot of money. So he got this one, but you can't have it round in habitable spaces. So the heater's got to go back. So we might be taking that back this afternoon and swapping it for another one. So, oh, and actually my son, the teacher has asked him to join some band tuition in January. So he's going to be starting doing band tuition during the school day. So it will help him like work with other musicians doing different instruments and working together as a team. And yeah, it sounds fantastic. So yeah, that might be really good for him, mightn't it? You know, I know that it's an important year with his GCSE year, but I think his music is really important to him as well. So I want him to be able to, you know, pursue other areas in it. So right, Barbie. We didn't open it, did we? It's right in the corner today. Oh, this looks interesting. Now, I think this is supposed to be a plate of cakes. Do you know the pink cakes on the baking tray? I think that's what it's supposed to be, because there isn't a picture of this on here. Kevin's got the muffin tray. Here we go, Barbie. And they do look very festive. If you see them up closely, sorry Barbie, take them off. They've got snowflakes and Christmas tree iced onto them. So they're fun, aren't they? Actually, I was in Waitrose this morning and I've been looking out for a Barbie-sized Christmas tree for my dollhouse, and I wanted to put it on the back of the red truck and take a photograph for my doll Instagram page. And I did see one in Waitrose, but it was a bit flimsy. It was £5 and it was a bit flimsy, and I thought if I didn't want to dangle any decorations on it in time, then it might not hold. So yeah, I didn't bother getting it. But what it is, my dollhouse is new, so I have thrown a few bits and bobs in there, but I'm hoping over time I can build it up. And obviously, like the dolls haven't got any like festive jumpers or anything like that, you know, because you know that this doll adventure has all started really mainly this year, hasn't it? So yeah, it will take me a while to, you know, have things to decorate the dollhouse and things. So anyway, but yeah, it just will take me a bit of time. But yeah, I'll build it up slowly. So this time, now we're going to open the ideas one, which you can all do at home. You can choose things that you want to do. There's a few things. I have made a donation now. I've donated to the school when I went on parent pay to pay a few things. Actually, Jack's having his school Christmas dinner today. They're doing a special dinner in the hall, which is nice. I made a donation on there, so I've done a donation, but I haven't done a food bank one. Yeah, I have to do a food bank one soon. That's the halogen dinging. My son will be on the case, so I better hurry up. Right, number 14. Some of them I've done in words and some of them, yeah, oh no, that's 17. I always question if I've done it. 17, 22, 20, 16, 23, 19, 15, 25, 18, 21. There. 14, if you can make that out. It would take me longer when I'm in a rush. Why does that always happen? Oh, I've ripped it. I've ripped my phone board. Never mind. Oh, roast chestnuts. Now, I have got a roast chestnut pan that you put on the hob. Now, I bought this for about £1 or something silly in a garden centre. I think it was 1 January, they were selling off Christmas things. And the reason I did it is because I've tried roasting chestnuts on an open fire. No, not on an open fire, in the oven. And if you do it wrong, it's like popcorn. And it will start exploding in your oven, and then you open the oven and it's just, yeah, it's crazy. So I've got the pan, but I've never tried it. So maybe I should film. Maybe I need a bit of instruction off the internet, but I don't know how to correctly roast chestnuts, obviously, because we have an explosion. But yeah, we'll try the pan out this year, but I might have to do a bit of research first. Okay, number 14. It's a long one today. Ooh, it looks like a Love Prim item, doesn't it? Can you see? What is it? I was going to say something, I probably shouldn't. I was going to say it looks like an Ann Summers advent calendar. It's not very tasteful, is it, for this? Sorry. Right. It is a chalk marker. No, it's not. Or is it? Hang on. Oh, it is. Yes. Yeah, I'll show you my leg. I've just drew a white line on my leg. Basically, it's got like a wheel. It's got metal teeth on it. And you draw along and it leaves a chalk line. Definitely. And these, you can refill them. Oh, you see all the powder pop out then? Can you see all the powder? I don't know if I can tip this. The powder inside, that's the chalk. So yeah, that's really good. And you're going to get a real precise line with that. So I'm really, really happy with that, actually. I do use chalk. I've only been disappointed with chalk once when I was making a denim beach bag and I'd done all these chalk lines and I did have a lot of trouble getting them out. They did wear off eventually. I've used the bag, but yeah, it took a while. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but that's only happened to me one time. As these dropped. So that is that all the advent? Yes, that is. No. That is all the advent calendars. So yeah, I've got to go off and do like lunch and things now. I've got my husband at home and my middle son. I'll be getting my youngest Jack later, the superstar. But yeah, I'm going to be. Oh, actually, my eldest is at home as well. He's down in the garden room. He's had to book some days off because he's had holiday to use from work. And this was the exciting news I was trying to tell you in one of my Stitch Diary videos, and then I didn't have enough time. He's actually been offered a job with the NHS, actually like managing some nurses, like community nurses. He'll be in the office and things and telling them where they've got to go and doing the computer things and stuff. But there's been a bit of a hold up with the job because his current work haven't sent a reference over. And Starbucks, where he was at for a year before the current job, they haven't sent his references over. So the job could fall through if this doesn't happen. But what I've said to my son is, because he's desperate to get out of where he is, I said, if you don't get this sorted, even whatever job you go for, you're going to have the same problem. You need to get these references. So yeah, we don't know what we're going to do at the moment, but yeah, fingers crossed, because it would be better for him a bit closer, because he's going over to a place called Kidderminster and it's a 45-minute drive. So yeah, and it would be still a bit of a drive, kind of a 20-25 minute drive, but yeah, it'd be a bit closer for him and things. So anyway, I'm going to go now. And did you like the Winter Wonderland look this morning? That I got my middle son filmed that for you, so you could see a bit of the Winter Wonderland on the way to school. But yeah, hopefully I'll come back later on today. Hopefully I'll manage to get something done, and if I do any sewing, it will be on my Christmas crackers, and if I do any knitting, I'll be working on mince pies, as you can probably guess. But thank you so much for joining me so far, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Welcome back. It is now evening time. Now if you wonder what I'm wearing, I've got my husband's big fluffy fur-lined jacket from Superdry just to keep nice and warm. Now today I did manage to do a little bit of work on my crackers. I did have some iron issues. My iron needed descaling and it won't work unless you descale it, and I broke the knob off it quite some time ago, and my husband has to lever it out because he was busy sorting out this fire for our son to put in the garden room and things. Basically I tried to use some other irons that have got like sticky stuff on, so I thought I'll get that iron cleaner that I bought from Guthrie and Garney when I was at Sobrum. It turns out the packaging and the exterior is exactly like an iron cleaner, same brand and everything. When I took the lid off expecting this white stick, a bit like you know when you have like a lip chap thing, it was all powder. All this powder came out and it makes your iron sticky. What it turns out, it's fabric repair powder. So basically I think if you've got a problem, you can put this powder on, put a fabric on top and iron it on. And so I've put that on my iron, so it's only made the iron, it's only a cheap iron anyway, this other one, worse. But anyway, in the end my husband came and he undone the nut and we drained the water, and yeah, the iron's fine. So I managed to carry on doing a bit of work on my crackers. No sewing, just basically I've ironed the lining fabrics and I've cut them all out now, which I'm going to show you what I've chose. And last night I finished the knitting side of a second mince pie, and then instead of like spending my time sewing it up, I just cast on another. So I've cast on my third mince pie. But this evening, before doing this video, I've actually sewn and stuffed my second mince pie. So I've got to figure out which is the new one now because I've put them together. Yes, this is the new one. So yes, I've got another one. It's got a little friend now. So I've got two of them. And they look lovely on the pie plate. Now, things always look better in 3s and 5s, don't they? But I'm going to be making 4 of these size mince pies. But having said that, if I have enough yarn at the end, and maybe I could make a 5th in time, you know, so that's what I could do. Anyway, so I'm going to show you my crack. Oh, Joan, I have seen your comment. You was asking me who the designer of the mince pies, and the designer is Sincerely Louise. I'm sorry that I haven't replied to you yet. I saw it pop up, but I've had quite a lot of comments that I need to reply to. So when I finish this video today and it's all edited and uploaded, I'm going to spend some time replying to people before I carry on knitting or anything else. But hopefully, you know, you might see the video before I get a chance to reply to you. So anyway, here are all my fabric Christmas crackers. You see all some pretty fabrics. So these are my Poppy to Fry ones that I was supposed to make on week 5 of her embroidery club, but I didn't get round to doing them. It's only just ended, so I'm not doing too bad. But the fabrics were in, I had the fabric kit, so I got the red linen and I got the lining fabrics, and it's that star fabrics. So I'll have 2 Christmas crackers that are embroidered looking like that. Then I did some block printed ones. Some have like all holly berries and things, don't they? So I'll have 2 crackers that will look like that. Let me just grab them. They're going to be like that, but that's going to be the inner. That's what will be on. You won't see much of the inner fabric. It's more, do you know, like the way a cracker is when you look in the end of it, you'll just see it peeking out inside, so you're not going to see all that much at all. Or if when you rip it open and you look in, you'll see those fabrics inside. And then the final one, there's only going to be one of these, the ones with the gingerbread men and the Christmas baubles, and I've used this like candy stripe fabric on those, so I think they're going to look a lovely selection. Now the only thing I'm a bit concerned about is the fabric that I use for this one. It was a rather large piece that I'd purchased you know, and I'd kept it, but I think it was for meant to be the backing fabric for my Christmas Carol quilt, which you know, I embroidered quite some time ago, and I've just got to do the quilt blocks. But I'm not going to worry too much because that's, you know, one of the later things I do in the quilt. So yeah, I just need to do all the little quilted blocks first, get it all sewn together, and then I can think about backing fabric and binding and things. So yeah, I'm not going to worry too much if I've used that fabric. You know, it's for a good cause, isn't it? So so anyway, have I think I have covered everything. So yes, I'm going to just get this video uploaded to you now, and reply to a few people, and hopefully do a bit of knitting, and hopefully tomorrow maybe a bit of sewing of my crackers. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Stitchmas. I hope there's been something you've liked seeing and something of interest, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.